Hi everyone. So in today's video, what I want to do is talk about how a business's accounting needs changes over time. So businesses often go through quite a few different phases. Hopefully, if it's a successful business, it will have a startup stage, it will have a growth stage, it'll have a consolidation stage, and it'll have a sales stage where the owner is looking to exit. So today's video, I really want to cover is why it's important to understand what stage your business is at, and then make sure you've got the right kind of accountant who can help you at that stage. Because an accountant who's good at one part of it might not necessarily be good at all the other parts. So what I want to talk about is like startup stage. Like these days, we don't get as involved in the startup stage just because as a firm we've evolved quite a bit. But startup stage is um, a time when actually a business just needs a lot of administrative help. There's a lot of things to set themselves up for. There's a lot of taxes to register for. There's decisions to make in terms of whether to go VAT registered, whether not to, and work out what kind of software to be in and using. So that's a lot of accountants at that stage is can help clients get things set up at that point, but also like at that stage a bookkeeper can be quite useful as well to do a lot of that stuff. One thing that's really important for business owners at that stage, that the startup stage, is just understanding when their tax bills are going to be due and roughly how much they will be, and working out a simple way to just put money aside to save for them, because your first tax bills can really catch you out if you're not careful. The next stage is really a bit of a growth stage, and the growth stage is quite important because you're probably adding members to your team, your operations are expanding. At that point, you might need a bit more support around things like software, how to set it up so members of your team have various permissions. You probably need support around getting making sure you're making the most of all your tax deductible expenses, spending money in the right way, understanding your tax bills as they grow, because it's unlikely at that stage you'll have the same tax bill or roughly the same tax bill every year. So that's really important. And then when you're in a consolidation stage, you're at a point where your business is making a healthy profit, and you really want to understand how to start getting that money out of the business in a tax efficient way, how to make your business more protected from things going wrong, how to use things like holding companies and invest your money wisely in other ventures. So that requires a certain type of advice. And then in the final stage, when you're looking to retire and you're looking for that exit plan, you're going to need an accountant who can advise you on the valuation of your business, and also what you can do to increase that valuation, what you can do to reduce the risk, and what you can do to just make the business nice and stable so your team are looked after, and then it's a attractive opportunity for anyone looking to buy it. So those are kind of the four stages. I know the general principles of accounting apply to all of them, but just some of those general principles can be more important at certain stages over others, depending on where you are. If you want a bit more advice about that, if you think your business has moved, but your accountant isn't advising you in the right way based on where your business